Hi everyone, welcome back to Sheri Approved. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys are doing well. And let's just jump right in today's video because it has been a hot minute, or maybe I should say like a year since I last did a video on Cos De Baha, and I already have 2 videos up in the last 2 years or so where I went into detailed reviews on products from Cos De Baha. And as a brand, Cos De Baha has been growing. They have released several new products and this update is long overdue. I keep getting messages from a lot of people asking me about my thoughts on this and that from the brand. So in today's video, I want to cover quite a few of the products that would have been released since I did my last video. Just in case you don't know, Cos De Baha is a South Korean skincare brand. I discovered them a couple years ago when they first launched and they started selling on Amazon. Since then, a lot of things have happened and the brand is now carried by huge retailers such as iHerb as well. Congratulations to them. They started off with just a couple different products or serums in terms of skincare, and they have grown and released a lot of different products on the market. When I just discovered them, they stood out to me as a South Korean skincare brand because of the fact that there was some similarities to what The Ordinary was doing at the time. The Ordinary completely revolutionized skincare because there was a focus on ingredients and individual active ingredients to target specific things. And the way people use skincare, how they created their skincare routines really changed or shifted when The Ordinary hit the market. Cos De Baha is a South Korean brand that was doing things a little bit differently from other South Korean skincare brands, and that really stood out to me. They were putting products on the market that had a similar focus like The Ordinary, so there were specific things. So I would have spoken about before their specific vitamin C serum or azelaic or niacinamide or retinol or glycolic acid. Very focused products to help us achieve the particular goals that we might have in terms of our skincare routines. I will definitely link in the description box below the 2 videos that I did before, so just in case you missed those, you have the opportunity to catch up. A couple things that I just want to point out before we get into some of the new products that I want to review today is that both their niacinamide serum and their retinol serums are now also available in 2-ounce bottles. So they have the original 1-ounce or 30 ml bottle, but those 2 products you could also get it in bigger sizes, and that's fantastic because those are huge sellers. I know, very popular products, and for some of you go through them really quickly, so now you could get a bigger size. And something else to note is that the vitamin C serum, it's still an L-ascorbic acid based serum, but there's also a little bit of Arbutin now, and we will talk a little bit about Arbutin in this video, but just to let you know that that formula has also been updated. When it comes to the products that I'm going to talk about today, we want to cover a couple of things. I will tell you what the product is for, what are the main ingredients and what it's targeted to treat, what are the benefits. We will talk a little bit about texture, and we also want to discuss as well who this product is for and how to use it in order to make this video as beneficial as possible for you. The first product is their new niacinamide serum, which is their niacinamide 20% plus zinc PCA 4% serum. It looks like this. So this has joined the niacinamide family, and we're not going to spend time rehashing the benefits of niacinamide. You guys know this. Niacinamide is great for addressing redness on the skin, irritation, balancing the sebum production levels in your skin. It also helps to boost skin elasticity, which is how it helps to reduce the appearance of pores. And there is also some antioxidant activity. This particular serum, however, has 20% niacinamide. I'm just going to let you know right away that niacinamide as low as 4 and 5% has shown to have these type of effects and these benefits on the skin. There are a lot of serums on the market when it comes to niacinamide. In fact, Cos De Baha has a 10% niacinamide serum, which is well loved, well tolerated by many people. So this is like a huge step up to have a 20% niacinamide serum, and it's not as popular on the market. There are very few brands that I know of, I could probably count it on one hand, that has released a niacinamide 20% serum. This one also has zinc PCA at 4%, and something to note about zinc PCA, it's an ingredient that also helps with normalizing sebum production, but together with that niacinamide, it helps to limit acne causing bacteria. So zinc PCA and niacinamide really is a lovely match made in heaven. Other things in this serum to take note of is that it has aloe extract, which is in a lot of Cos De Baha products. There is also glycerin, and this product also has a little bit of Arbutin. The serum is similar to a lot of Cos De Baha serum formulations in that it is a clear gel-like texture. It is on the more hydrating side, which I don't mind. I actually love that about a lot of Cos De Baha serums, that their serums are hydrating, which means that it can be used by many different skin types. If you're oily skin like I am, or you are layering a lot of actives, putting on thick serums step after step could be a little bit tricky. But one of the things that I love to do and has proven to be very effective with a lot of Cos De Baha serums is that I actually mist my face, or I make sure my face face is damp, like from toner and so on, and then I will go in with my 1 to 2 drops of whatever serum I'm going to use, and that just really helps the absorption. It kind of thins it out. It helps it to spread a little bit more easily on my skin. If you are drier skinned, you will enjoy the textures of Cos De Baha serums because they are really hydrating. Something to note about this particular serum is that you may experience some crystallization or some white crystals that might form on the neck of the bottle, and that's completely normal because crystallization can occur when niacinamide is exposed to air, especially if certain chemicals were not added to the product to prevent that. In order to reduce the amount of chemicals they actually have in this serum, they chose to not put something in to prevent that, so that crystallization is actually completely normal and the product is safe to use. So let's talk about who can use this. This is one of those products from Cos De Baha that is not for everyone, and I want you to pay attention to this really carefully because a lot of people get excited when they hear about the impact that niacinamide could have, especially on the appearance of enlarged pores, and they just want to jump in. This particular product I personally recommend for those of you who may already have really good experience at niacinamide, probably a 10% or a 12% serum. You feel that you want to take it a little bit further. You probably still have some texture, some bumpy skin, some issues with that sebum production, and you think you need a little bit more help, then you can definitely consider this particular serum. It works really well. Keep in mind that this is a very high percentage niacinamide, and I personally don't use it every day. I will actually use this every other day, and I will just take 1 drop and I apply it in the areas that I really need that help. So that will usually be in my T-zone and particularly in my cheek area where my pores may appear to be more enlarged because, you know, oil will gather in those areas. So that's where I probably need a little bit more help, and that's where I will focus this serum. Comment down below if you think this is something that you need or if you're good with the 10%. I'd love to hear. Next, we're going to talk about Cos De Baha's Aloe Serum. This is actually their aloe leaf extract hyaluronic acid serum. This has 92.5% aloe leaf extract from organic aloe, and it also has a lot of hyaluronic acid in this particular serum. You will notice that this one actually comes in a bottle similar to the snail mucin, so it's really big. This is 4 ounces, which is much larger than the 1 ounce size that you will find most serums to be. This is another frill-free product from Cos De Baha. For those of you that already use aloe, you will know that aloe has a lot of benefits. It is very moisturizing, it is soothing to the skin, it's great for burns, bug bites, sunburn, especially good for sunburn, soothing dry, itchy, irritated skin. It's a really lovely ingredient to have in products, and it's actually found in a lot of products. And something to note is that a lot of Cos De Baha products actually have an aloe base, but this particular one is 92.5% aloe leaf extract. So it's more completely focused on aloe as well as that hyaluronic acid for attracting moisture to the skin. Aloe is actually also really good for the scalp, for scalp itch, for dandruff, and it also has a lot of great hair benefits as well. The texture of this one to me is actually really similar to the snail mucin serum. It is thick, but it absorbs really nicely, and once it's absorbed, there is no stickiness at all. This is really good for somebody who is just looking for additional hydration or additional soothing. You know that your skin does really good with aloe. This is a nice one to have. It can be used in so many different ways as well. And that's one of the things that I love about this product, because who could use it? Literally everyone. I actually use this on my toddler. In fact, we've gone through 3 bottles and the majority of it has been on her because I use it for 2 reasons on her. I use it as her daily skin moisturizer for her face, and I also use it in her hair. My daughter has low porosity hair, so it's a challenge when it comes to keeping her hair hydrated and moisturized. Almost every day I will actually put a pump or 2 of the aloe serum in her hair, and it really does a lovely job. If you are going to use this on your skin, again, you can do it in many different ways. You could use it morning and evening. It's safe to use daily. You could use it as an essence step, so right after your toner. You could use it after putting your actives on to add some additional hydration and also to soothe your skin. So it's a really versatile product. If you know your skin does well with aloe, then it's definitely one to take a look at, and you're getting 4 ounces of product. And the things that I love about Cos De Baha products is the affordability of the products. Next is the Cos De Baha AN serum, which is the Arbutin plus niacinamide serum. 5% Arbutin, 5% niacinamide. Actually don't have that one with me because it's being used by a family member. This serum also features hyaluronic acid in addition to the Arbutin and the niacinamide. In case you want to know a little bit more about Arbutin, please check out last week's video on hyperpigmentation. Arbutin is one of those ingredients that is really being used and sought after in order to help people with the concerns of hyperpigmentation, whether it's dark spots, melasma, different issues with regards to the skin, because Arbutin is literally a depigmenting ingredient, going to also help brighten your skin. It's actually a plant-based compound that kind of resembles the mechanism of hydroquinone, but it does it in a much safer and more gentle way on the skin. Now, the Arbutin that's in this AN serum is beta-arbutin, and there is actually a lot of controversy in the skincare world and research and all of that with regards to which is more effective, beta-arbutin or alpha-arbutin. In my own look at South Korean products, I have noticed that whenever arbutin is mentioned, in most cases, they use a lot of beta-arbutin in their products, and I've always wondered why, because there is a rhetoric that has been going around for a very long time that alpha-arbutin is more effective than beta-arbutin. Now, in my own research, I have found conflicting results on this, and I'm going to leave it up to you guys to definitely check out some medical publications. But I also came across that IncyDecoder.com also had similar views to my own thinking when it comes to arbutin and the differences between alpha-arbutin and beta-arbutin. There are studies as far back as 1995 that actually says that alpha-arbutin is 10 times more effective than beta-arbutin, and it was tested on mouse melanoma. But fast forward to 2015, there were studies that were saying that beta-arbutin is actually more effective than alpha-arbutin on the same types of issues. I actually saw a study from 2017, and I believe there's one from even 2 years ago that is showing that beta-arbutin is actually just as effective as alpha-arbutin. So I would say let's just look at the science, follow the information, and there must be a reason that so many products are actually still using beta-arbutin, and there are people that are actually getting results. Just like most of the other serums that I would have mentioned and shown to you, this is also a very hydrating serum. You just need 1 to 2 drops, and in fact, if you are just going to spot treat certain areas where you probably do have dark marks and so on, you'd probably need even less. This is something that you could actually use twice daily, and it works with almost all actives. Arbutin plays well with a lot of ingredients, and the niacinamide is in there because it is also a product that helps to reduce the effect of tyrosinase in your skin. Who could use this? Maybe somebody that is looking to help their hyperpigmentation. They want a 2-in-1 product because this does have arbutin, it does have niacinamide. If you also find that you might be more sensitive to higher percentages of niacinamide, this might be an interesting product to have in your skincare routine because it's at 5%, and 5% is very effective. How to use this? You can actually use it twice daily with other serums, with other products in your skincare routine. It actually pairs really well with AHAs or alpha hydroxy acids and vitamin C. So even if you're using vitamin C in the morning, it's perfectly safe and fine to apply your AN serum right after that on the areas that you need it. And perhaps in the evening, you probably use your AHA product. So let's say that you use a glycolic acid or lactic acid toner or serum. You could apply the arbutin niacinamide right after, and it's going to be a lovely pairing to help with your hyperpigmentation, dark spots, that kind of thing. And then finally, we come to the line that actually spurred me on to do this video, and that's Cos De Baha's new Centella line. They have a moisturizer, a toner, and a serum, and I am so happy this is finally out. Because a little bit of a backstory, I was actually talking with Cos De Baha, like this could probably be more than a year ago, because when Hiram from Skincare by Hiram on YouTube started to talk about the Hyaluronic Calming Gel Cream, which has been a love of mine for several years now, the Hyaluronic began to sell out everywhere. It was becoming more and more difficult to find, and then in some cases it was also more expensive than we're accustomed to it being. So I actually reached out to Cos De Baha and I said, you know what, you're doing all these products. Their peptide cream was out at the point in time and it was really nice, and I was telling them, why don't you do a Centella moisturizer or another lightweight moisturizer that would be great on combination oily skin? And I mean, it was probably in the works for them already, but I am so glad because today I could definitely say that this is a great alternative to the Hyaluronic. But let me not jump the gun. If you've been following Sheri Approved for a while, do I really need to talk again about the benefits of Centella asiatica? Centella asiatica, amazing for repairing the skin, for wound healing, coupled with vitamin C. It increases the ability of the skin to synthesize collagen. It is amazing to calm inflammation in the skin. It's one of those ingredients you guys know I cannot live without. It is always in my skincare routine in some form and some fashion. This particular moisturizer, their Centella Gel Cream, not only has Centella asiatica extract, in fact it has 80% Centella asiatica extract, and they use both leaves and stems. This also contains niacinamide, and a lot of hydrators. So it contains panthenol, aloe, glycerin, sodium hyaluronic. It is an amazing all-round moisturizer. An ingredient that was interesting to me that I actually saw in this product and a couple other Cos De Baha products is caffeine. And caffeine is interesting in skincare because it actually has antioxidant properties, and it could also encourage and improve the circulation in the skin. So this moisturizer moisturizer also has a little bit of caffeine in it. This is what is called a gel cream. It's not completely a gel, it's not completely a cream, it's somewhere in the middle. And when you put it on and you start to massage it onto the skin, you realize that it's going to just completely melt into the skin. It's going to absorb really quickly. And if you did not have on a lot of products before that, like you were not layering on a ton of things, this is going to leave your skin with a natural matte finish. Yay for all the combination oily people who has been waiting on Cos De Baha to release a moisturizer that was going to be great for our skin in the daytime. It also works great under makeup, and again, I will recommend this as a daytime moisturizer. For nighttime, even for oily skin, I definitely recommend using something that's a little bit heavier, but it is a lovely texture. And if you're looking to try out a new daytime moisturizer, I highly recommend this one. Of course, it's going to be very affordable as well. And of course, Cos De Baha did not leave us hanging, because when they decided that they were coming out with Centella, they did it with a bang. So there is the moisturizer, then there is the toner, and they also have a serum. So the toner is also interesting because this one has 92% Centella Asiatica extract. When I first saw it, of course, because of the packaging and all of that, I immediately thought about the Niacinamide toner, which I know a lot of you already love. But this one also has an ingredient called betaine with that Centella Asiatica extract. Betaine is a great ingredient for hydrating the skin, and it's especially great on sensitive skin types. Betaine is an osmolyte, and what that means is that it helps to balance the moisture gains or the moisture losses in your skin. So if you're looking for hydration balance in your skin, this is going to also be a great toner for you. The texture of this is very similar to the Cos De Baha Niacinamide toner. So if you already like that one, it's very similar. I will say that this one is a little bit more hydrating, but even though being a little bit more hydrating, it absorbs just as quickly. It's watery, it gets into the skin, it feels great. Your skin will feel like it had a drink of water, literally. Who could try this toner? Who could use this toner? I would recommend it for everybody from dry to oily, even sensitive skin types. The ingredients here and the formulation is really a lovely toner that's not going to strip your skin at all, but it's going to be balancing on almost all skin types. And this is also a toner that you could use in both your morning and nighttime skincare routine. So if you're one of those people where less is more for you, you like to make sure that your products have dual uses, this is another great one to check out. And finally, the Centella Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This is the Cos De Baha CH Serum, again in a 1 ounce bottle. This one has 83% Centella Asiatica. It also has betaine, it also has aloe, but this one also has green tea extract. Green tea is one of those ingredients with a lot of antioxidants. It's anti-inflammatory. It's great for hyperpigmentation. A lot of people can find benefit from green tea extract. Again, very similar texture to most of Cos De Baha serums. It is very hydrating. 1 to 2 drops is all you need. When I apply this, I will mist my skin first again, and I will apply it. I love using this in several ways. So I actually sometimes use this as an essence step. The same place that I would use Centella ampules or things like that I'm accustomed to have in my skincare routine is right where I would use this. I would also use this sometimes after actives because I want something that's going to be calming or soothing on the skin. It works great there as well. Multiple or probably all skin types could also use this serum because it's going to be great for sensitivity, but it's also going to be helpful for healing certain conditions on the skin, whether it's acne or other types of skin irritations. And this one is also versatile because you could use it in either your morning or your nighttime skin routine. It works great with all your actives, whether using acids, retinol, vitamin C, etc. It's perfectly fine to pair with all of those. Another really lovely serum and a great way to try Centella if you were looking for a serum type product to introduce to your skincare routine. Guys, that was a mouthful on some of these new products from Cos De Baha that has come across my skincare routine and my usage for the last year. I hope that this video was helpful. Let me know if you've tried any of these, if you're thinking about trying them, and how you'll probably use it in your skincare routine. I'll see you guys soon and take care. Bye.